Wednesday and I am cooking breakfast. I'm having 3 brown cage-free eggs for 0 smart points. I'm also having my coffee this morning. I'm doing the Starbucks cold brew, and I'm going to be putting about 1/2 cup of almond milk in there for 0 smart points, and a little bit of hazelnut, let's see if it'll focus, stevia. And then I'm going to saute up some baby spinach to have on the side there. This is the Trader Joe's spinach. I'm trying to add more greens like you guys told me. So yeah, gonna go eat breakfast and see you in a bit. Oh yeah, and I'm watching my friend Kat on Point. She has a great Weight Watchers channel. You guys should go check her out for sure. She's awesome. Morning everybody. It's Wednesday. I'm not gonna vlog for too long, just for like a couple minutes while I get out of the neighborhood. But it's raining and cold, and you know, don't feel like it's probably the best idea to be too chit-chatty when I get on the highway. So sorry about yesterday mornings. I had a really long, a nice little chit-chat with you guys, and unfortunately my audio got really messed up, and there was only like a couple little pieces of it that I could save, so that's okay. I kind of feel like when that happens, then those things just were not meant to be put out there on the internet. Whatever I was going on and on about. So but yeah, I've had sort of an incredibly hungry week, and I think it's like hormonal. I just realized that yesterday, because remember the day before yesterday I had a real problem stopping myself from eating, and I was just looking at my calendar, and this is that week that I get really, really hungry for like no reason, and nothing seems to stick with me. So I think yesterday upping the protein really helped me. But I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the carbohydrates because of that hunger dealio. But today that's what I had in my refrigerator, was some of that tofu lasagna. So I just made sure to have a high protein breakfast with my greens that I'm trying to incorporate. And then for lunch I'm having a serving of that. It has high protein, that lasagna I made, but it also has the whole wheat noodles in it. So hopefully that's not gonna set me off. But yeah, I had my friend Fiona asking about water intake, because I have increased my water a little bit. And here's sort of my thoughts on water, just as a nurse, and then as a person that had a real Diet Coke addiction for a while. Number one, I feel like when you're breaking down fat from inside the fat cells, it's a good idea to drink water to sort of flush all that out. But I don't think you have to overdo it. I think that if you're an athlete, obviously you're going to need a lot more water than those of us that are not athletic. But I used to drink at least a 2-liter of Diet Coke and a lot of coffee and nothing else. So what I drink now is predominantly water, and then I usually let myself have a Zevia and a coffee every day as well. And Weight Watchers doesn't have you drinking a certain amount of water. They used to want you to drink 6 to 8 glasses every day. I'm trying to drink 4 water bottles full, and I'm not, you know, if I'm not thirsty, I'm not going to force water on myself. But I do try to, you know, sip on water all day, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. In fact, the water bottle, the Camelback that I have, the purple one, is actually one that one of the doctors suggested that I get, because it has that straw on it that makes it easier to sort of be sipping water all day, and before you know it, the water's gone. And so he uses that, and the physicians that I work with, we all try to be, you know, have a good sized water bottle with us that we're, you know, sipping on. Yes, you do end up in the bathroom more, but I always just think of it as you're flushing all those toxins out, and it's, you know, good for your kidneys and all of that. Now, you want to be careful not to go into water intoxication. you know, over forced water, so it shifts your electrolytes. You know, that's not a good idea. The other thing with water that I have noticed is that it keeps me feeling full longer, and then also if I'm really hungry and it's not quite time to eat lunch and I've already had my morning snack or whatever, I've found that if I drink some water, it really helps. So anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with increasing your hydration. I know that Weight Watchers counts, you know, coffee and other drinks towards your water count now, which, you know, I personally disagree with. I think if you drink anything that's caffeinated, and I know there are studies out there that say that this is not really accurate, but I think there's also studies that show a contrary idea, which is funny because you can always find something on Google to support whatever you're saying. So you guys go find, you know, stuff on Google that will support what you want to do, and I will just go with my own, what I've read and what I know as a nurse and what we say at the hospital and what they used to say on the old Weight Watchers program, which I really think was very valuable to have the healthy habits tracker, which was, you know, your dairy or your calcium really is what I think they were looking at. They were suggesting 2 to 3 of those a day. 5 fruits and veggies and 8 glasses of water, and you would check those off in your 2 healthy oils. Well, I missed that. I thought that that was helpful to kind of be looking at what does my diet consist of, you know. But I also like the old Weight Watchers program. I really was successful on it, enjoyed it, thought it was healthy. I ate really healthy on that program, you know. So whatever, I'm sort of old school. You guys do what works for you, and you know, as Weight Watchers always says, let your weight loss be your guide. So you do what works for you. You go out there and do the research and decide, you know, what you want to do. And hey, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And I love the feedback. I love that I have friends out there like Fiona that just are like, you know, challenge my thinking and let me know what they're doing, and I love it. So thank you, Fiona, and I appreciate all your support on my journey. You've been, you know, very consistent, and over on Facebook, you've been over there, you've been here on YouTube. I really appreciate you. So thanks for the great question, and I'm gonna stop vlogging right now and go drive. Here is lunch today. I have a serving of the tofu crock-pot lasagna from my vlog on Sunday. I have the recipe over there on my blog. It is 4 smart points or simply filling. And then I have a 0 smart point salad that I put together last night on the vlog, and some 0 smart point balsamic vinegar on top. So 4 smart points for that. Snack wise today, I did bring a Premier protein. I might have that for 2 points. I also have a Quest bar for 5 smart points, so we'll see if I end up having either one of those. And I have an apple, a beautiful apple. This is a Honeycrisp that I got from, I believe, Trader Joe's. Hey everyone. Well, I am sitting in the parking lot of the gym, and it has been raining and raining and raining and raining and raining. I'm thinking about going in and working out, even though, I just feel kind of stressed out today at work, and there's just some stuff going on, which is usual. You guys know that's life, and some days are more interesting than others. So, but yeah, kind of some stressful, like, interpersonal stuff at work, and then I'm just feeling kind of sluggish. So I need to go. I thought if I went and worked out, that would help my stress level a little bit, because I feel stressed out about multiple things. And, you know, it's nothing like super serious, but I found that, you know, working out does help with stress. It's just getting out of the car and going in. And I just feel like the rain should be a good excuse to not do it. And then I also just want to go home and get in bed and pull the covers over my head and just push the, you know, restart button tomorrow. And but that's not reality, And, you know, I won't get this opportunity back to work out this week. So, and I'm here. So I'm just going to go in and do it. And then hopefully it will, you know, get me jump started again. Plus I only have like 6,000, I almost have 7,000 steps. And so I really want to get my other three steps. I wish it was only 3 steps. I need to go get my other 3,000 steps. So I know if I go do the elliptical, then that will get my steps in for the day, and I will feel better after I'm done doing it. This is like times like these that I wish I had somebody I could meet at the gym that would want to do this, but at this point in my life, there's nobody that I know that wants to go work out, and my husband sure doesn't want to go work out. We tried that. He hates it. So I'm going to go watch my YouTube friends, and they will inspire me, because I know you guys out there and my friends on YouTube are all doing the same thing, which is going to the gym when you don't want to. So I'm going to try to zip my, I've got like 6 layers on, and I've got to get this little coat zipped up. All right. I'll see you guys after. I'm going in. Wish me luck. Okay. Oh, now I'm hot. So I did 30 minutes on the elliptical. A couple miles, and I got my 10,000 steps. So I actually got 11,644. So that's good. Home. Here is dinner tonight, you guys. I have microwaved 1.25 cups of these Morningstar Farms Grillers crumbles for 3 Smart Points. They have a ton of protein in them too. So 1/2 cup is 9 grams of protein. I put those on top of butter lettuce. Some frozen corn is in here. Some tomato, some onion, some dark red kidney beans. Those are all 0 Smart Points. And then I topped it with some of this salsa verde and a little package of the holy guacamole for 3 Smart Points. So 6 Smart Points as it is. And of course you could go on from here. If you're eating dairy products, you could put cheese in here, you could put sour cream. But this is a huge salad for 6 Smart Points. And just as a little side note, what I do is I microwave these little crumbles in the microwave with some cumin, a little bit of lime juice, and some cilantro for like 3 minutes, and they're perfect. Hey everybody, I am sitting here on the couch and I'm eating some hummus for 4 points with some celery as a little evening snack. And I think I might have some PB2 and a banana a little bit later on, and then call it a night. Closing out my night with a 2-point dessert. I have an extreme wellness wrap, 1 banana, and 2 tablespoons of PB2, and a tablespoon of sugar-free Hershey's syrup. The PB2 is 1 point, the wellness wrap is 1 point, banana is 0, Hershey's syrup is 0. I'm gonna roll this up and eat it like that. Hi everyone. So I think I have found a happy medium between sort of Simply Filling and Freestyle right now during Lent. And what I am doing is really trying to eat off of the Simply Filling food list and Freestyle, you know, 0 point food list without using meat or dairy, but I am counting points. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's giving me that stopping point in regards to the processed carbohydrates, the pastas, the breads, you know, the wraps, all of that. Because for me, that's like my danger zone, and I had to be reminded of it a couple days ago when I overate that cereal. And like right after I overate it, I you know, I was so full, I got on here and I was vlogging about it, and I honestly was sitting there thinking about what else I could eat. And it was such a head hunger thing, like such a weird triggery thing, that it's hard for me to explain it unless you've been through that. And it was like a warning, you know, sign to me to step back and kind of reevaluate what I was doing. So yesterday I really focused on protein. Today I focused on protein, and then also counting, especially like the pasta I had for lunch today. I had a Quest bar. I had a Premier Protein. I just had that wrap with the banana in it. So those things for me, I feel like I need to be counting right now, especially during Lent, when I have limited myself due to my religious beliefs from meat and dairy. So that's working really well. And then also, I really find that I am becoming more self-aware. It's becoming like a habit. So on my way home from work, I told you guys I was feeling very, very stressed. I have some stressful stuff going on. Not end of the world, but just, plus I'm hormonal, but yeah, so I'm probably blowing it out of proportion, but I had a couple stressful days at work. And on my way home, all of these thoughts were going through my head of all the different things that I could go through the drive-thru and eat that would be Lenten, but not Weight Watchers friendly, like bean burritos from Taco Bell, you know, that kind of stuff. I could go get a couple of trays of sushi. I could go, you know, I had like all this stuff that I was pondering getting, and or like a big Subway has these big, you know, subs, the footlong subs that are vegetarian. You can put mayonnaise and oil, and by the time you're done, you've used your whole, you know, day's worth of points. So I'm really glad I chose to go to the gym. That was because I had already packed my gym stuff, thank God. And when I got to the gym, I got onto YouTube and I watched some of my YouTube friends out here and came up with some ideas for dinner that would be delicious and filling and Weight Watcher friendly, and not, you know, choices that would not leave me feeling like crap about myself. Because I think going and, you know, it's fine to go through the drive-thru. I'm not saying that it isn't. But I don't want to go blow it on those types of foods right now. And plus, I would be eating them not out of a place of enjoyment, like, oh, I'm gonna go out with my husband, I'm gonna have a special meal. It was more out of I'm gonna eat this stuff because I feel like crap and I want to eat. And that is such a dangerous place for me. Like, it's such a dangerous headspace for me to get into. And I think unless you've been there, like, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. But, you know, it's like the other night, I could eat that huge bowl of cereal and still want to eat more. Like, that is a dysfunction, and to feel so stuffed and still want to eat more, there's just dysfunction there. So what was healthy was to go and work out and try to work some of the stress off and then make some healthy choices for myself. So while I don't feel great about the work stuff right at the moment, I feel really great about the self-care. And that is the progress that I'm making in this journey. And the daily vlogging is helping me talk it out. I think one of the issues today that I was having is that I'm used to now being able to talk to you guys like on my drives, and I had this whole long drive home in the rain where I was just like churning inside, and my outlet was like, what can I eat? What can I eat? So I also ended up calling my husband and just telling him, you know, I had a rough day and explaining to him the situation. And that was really a great outlet too, because he, first of all, you know, gave me permission to, you know, have a crappy day, you know, because I feel bad about having a crappy day. I feel like I have to be positive and whatever all the time. And sometimes you just have a bad day. And so he just validated my feelings, and that really helped. But anyway, reaching out for support, which I do here on YouTube, but when YouTube's not available, I have to have other resources. So that is such a blessing that, you know, he's there for me. And I know that if he hadn't answered, I could have called several other people, and they would have listened and said the same thing. So that's pretty much it for me tonight. I'm going to go close up the kitchen so that I'm not tempted to go back in there anymore, because I'm, you know, very well satisfied, not hungry at all. So we need to stay away from the kitchen because I know that I'm in stress mode a little bit. And I believe that tomorrow will be better. And this is where you just, for those of us that believe this way, hand those cares over to God and just try to go have a restful, peaceful night. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you had an okay day. Leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing. I'll talk to you later.